gets its gas supply essentially from Russia, from these Ukrainian areas, from Georgia. You know, the gas pipelines supplying gas to the West, they pass through all these areas. So it is in the interest of America and its allies to ensure the security of all the countries through which these gas pipelines pass. Apart from that, they want to extend their political influence. Okay, since some of these countries have opted to accept Western civilization, they want to be part of the European Union, and so on and so forth. So in the pursuit of self-aggrandizement, they now have to create specific interest there and be fighting. Apart from that, there wouldn't be any justification.
Thank you very much, Professor.
Thank you. It's a pleasure speaking with you again.
And when we come back after the break, justice for victims of the 2003 massacre of villagers in the Ituri province of Northeastern Democratic Republic of Congo. Do join us again.
Fun, inspiration, and knowledge. That's what you get from readers, writers, publishers, and the entire book world. Get some interesting reviews, events, interviews, and latest updates from the book world. The channel's book club, inspiring you one page at a time.
Welcome back. The International Criminal Court once again made history, convicting the second person since it was set up in The Hague in 2002. Congo militia leader Germain Katanga on Friday was found guilty of war crimes but acquitted of sexual offenses. He was convicted of being an accessory to an attack on Bogoro that took place on February 24, 2003, killing more than 200 people. A judge said he had helped to plan the attack and procure the weapons used, but they acquitted him of direct involvement.
Monsieur Germain Katanga.
Katanga's conviction is the second since The Hague was established 12 years ago. Two of the three judges found that he had made a significant contribution to a February 2003 attack on the village of Bogozo by procuring guns to speed the massacre of some 200 ethnic civilians.
Today's verdict is part of an independent and impartial judicial process which pays homage to the highest standards of the due process.
This upon which he's been convicted was very different to how the prosecution put their case. It's the judges who've changed the charges, and that's why one of the judges disagrees with her two brother judges. So we've got a majority decision here. It's really a new law being imposed on Germain Katanga, and of course he's disappointed.
In Goma, a city of 1 million people in the Rwandan border, residents suffered at the hands of armed groups when the area fell to rebel forces in 2012. Today here in Goma, we're trying soldiers just like the case of Germain at the ICC. We're hoping the victims' voices will be heard and understood. That is why the governments of Congo and the international community must take responsibility. The trial has been seen as a test of the ability of prosecutors at the International Criminal Court in The Hague to bring solid cases. Apart from accusations of slow justice, the court has also suffered criticism that it had so far only brought charges against Africans, while atrocities and conflicts in the potentially charged Middle East go unpunished. Just before we go, the 25th of February is celebrated as the National Day of Kuwait. celebrations are seen as symbolic of the historic struggle for the country's independence and its glorious past, which takes us down history lane when international interest in Ukraine began to increase in the 1900s because of its rich resources. And to protect it from the powerful Ottoman Empire, then ruler Sheikh Mubarak al-Sabah entered into an agreement with the British, which declared Kuwait a British protectorate in 1899. Years later, changes in the Kuwaiti society led to an increase in national awareness. The Sheikh realized the old agreement he signed with the British had become outdated and proposed a new one. So on June 19, 1961, an agreement was signed between the Sheikh and the British government, and Kuwait became an independent and sovereign state. So if June 19 is its Independence Day, why does it celebrate National Day on February the 25th? Now that's just simple. It's just to avoid extreme hot weather in June. Nigeria established ties with the state of Kuwait in September 2008. Unfortunately, the ties have been peacefully growing. It does seem that Nigerians living in Kuwait have projected a good image of the country. Vice President Namadi Sambo once commended the Nigerian community in Kuwait for exceptional behavior towards projecting the good image of the country. Now back to the celebrations. February 25th, the Kuwaiti embassy in the Federal Capital Territory held a reception dinner to mark the occasion. It was attended by several state officials, politicians, those of the business community, and other diplomats here in Nigeria. The Kuwaiti ambassador to Nigeria, Abdulaziz Al-Shara, congratulated His Highness, the Emir Sheikh Sabha Al-Ahmad Al-Jaber, the Kuwaiti government and people, and then spoke highly of Kuwaiti-Nigeria ties with plans to further strengthen the bilateral relations. And that's Diplomatic Channel this week. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, you can reach us via Facebook, Twitter, and email. The addresses are on your screen. I am Amarachi Ubani. I'll see you next time.